There's something about the place that I'm just not.
The place, you mean Austin?
Yeah. The Mothership, Austin. That's all one.
You just mean, so you're talking about just this whole concept of Austin comedy.
Yeah, Austin comedy.
I didn't like the vibe at the Mothership. I got in
Didn't
trouble
suit
for
you?
being in the green room, apparently.
Oh, you did?
I got a security guard took me into the green room,
Took you right out.
and I was like, hello. And then apparently after, I wasn't invited in, so apparently Joe was mad at me. It's the other comedians.
You don't like it?
It's very F-word, weird. It's that. Women are stupid, women are unfunny, women are...
Austin's comedy scene is now going through a PR nightmare. It's had its fair share of critique over the last few years, but these days, man, it feels like when Austin comedy is mentioned, it's not in a good light. And I'm not just referring to Elephant Graveyard and Mark Maron, who have helped shine a light on everything wrong with this new scene, but we're now seeing more open critique from within the industry. Even just recently, Stavros had comic Jordan Jensen on his podcast, and after she said a trans slur multiple times and then kept trying to make a point about trans people, which she was doing for a bit, still Stavros used Austin as a verb to criticize her.
You have gotten like Austin trans brain. Like you know what I mean? Like it really is at the top of your head.
No, because
You immediately brought it up as soon as the podcast started.
No, because
This is the first time I've heard the term Austin trans brain, but I somehow knew exactly what he was referring to. The biggest reason for Austin's increasingly negative image is the opinion that there's this encouragement for comedians to have material that most would consider hacky.
You know, in one room, someone's doing their bit about trans people, and then I get down the hall and there's someone on stage going, well, I guess I got to do my bit about trans people. Like, no, you don't. You don't. It's hack now.
Even though he's talking about his experience at the Comedy Store in LA, what he's describing seems to be the trend in Austin, that instead of comics focusing on good material, they instead make it a priority to be more edgy. And we actually have some inside knowledge backing up this claim. Bobby Lee called this out a few weeks ago when he had Ari Matty on Tiger Belly. He's based in Austin, he came up through Kill Tony, so he's very much a part of that scene.
I want you, like if I meet you, you know when like you're hanging out with another comedian, he says the N-word around you for the first time?
Yeah.
I like that. That's a little trust that I'm in the circle.
Here we go. Let's talk about this real quick, okay? I'm not with that. You guys are doing in Austin.
What do you mean?
Well, let's be real. I don't like some of the words you guys use freely.
Like what?
It's like edgelord shit. It's like
not all of it.
I know, but it's becoming so hacky to me that
100%.
people, you guys use these words just for the shock factor.
100%.
It's like I'm not into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think the R word sometimes.
Some might say Bobby Lee's a hypocrite because maybe he's used some of those words in the past, but I would imagine the intention was to be funny as opposed to scoring social points.
Comedy movies are back.
True.
In a big way.
Pendulum swung.
Pendulum's
fully swung.
Maybe too far. Head down to the Mothership, you go, oop.
Yeah.
Pendulum's maybe swung a little too far. Not everyone has to say it.
True.
Every single set.
The thing that Shane isn't considering here is that how else would Rogan know if a comic is anti-woke if they don't say the R word at least once during their set? Pat Dean, who manages the Valve Comedy Club in Austin, started a thread on Reddit so people could ask him what it's really like down there. And although he said that Austin has a wide variety of talented comedians, he mentioned that there's a prevalence of transphobic material or those who like to say the R word excessively, and that some comics feel like it's required. This is the kind of thing Mark Maron was talking about, comics actively trying to be edgy or offensive because they think it will help their careers, but in return they end up having material that feels unoriginal or just consists of low-hanging fruit. Another comic, Steph Tolev, gave her experience when she performed at the Mothership, and it seems to fall right in line with the stereotype that Austin comedy now has.
Have you done the Mothership?
I have.
You have? You like it? You enjoy it down there? Did you do Kill Tony?
No.
No. You didn't like it down there?
You see the adjusting of the sock?
You can be candid. Who cares?
No, I didn't like it. I didn't like the vibe at the Mothership. I got in
Didn't
trouble
suit
for
you?
being in the green room, apparently.
Oh, you did?
I got a security guard took me into the green room,
Took you right out.
and I was like, hello. And then apparently after, I wasn't invited in, so apparently Joe was mad at me
That you were there.
that I was in the green room.
But he knows who you are. You've met
No,
before?
he doesn't.
Oh,
I
you
met
never
him that day. I got up. I go, hello, how are you? Great club. And then apparently I was ousted the next day.
Wow. What do you
I
think
don't
it
like
was?
the vibe there. I don't know. I mean, also, I'm like, he could have just been like, get the fuck out of it. I'm like, your club.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
club, your
that's
rules.
right. Yeah.
But it wasn't that. It was the vibe of the. I did it again last year. It's the other comedians.
You don't like it?
It's very F word, retard. It's that women are stupid, women are unfunny, women are.
I haven't
duh.
disagreed with one thing you've said so far.
It was very misogynistic and homophobic, and I didn't like the vibe.
Yeah. It's,
It was
it's-
not I will say all the door guys were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And the club itself is set up. It's fucking incredible.
It is. It's a good club.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. Mitzi's the fucking bar, only having comics in there after. Like the whole, that vibe was great.
Yeah.
But when I was in the room watching these comics, and the problem is I fucking killed. I fucking destroyed. And I was like, and I felt so comfortable on stage. I was like doing crowd work. I'm like, oh, this could be cool. But I'm like, that I have to listen to comics make fun of another gay comic for 15 minutes. Justin Martindale fucking murdered. And then
Yeah.
a comic went up after him and just said, he's a piece of shit for 15 minutes. I was like, this is bizarre behavior.
made fun of the previous. Made fun
Yeah,
of him.
after
yeah.
he murdered.
So I guess Steph may have spoken up about a comic who was shitting on another comic for being gay, and this ended with her being ousted from the green room. Shane mentioned the pendulum may have swung a little too far. Now some comedians feel like they can be a little too free with their speech, and how much of that is encouraged by the established comedians in Austin is hard to prove, but you just can't ignore the fact that the biggest gatekeepers there have both been as political as you could possibly be in the last year. If we look at Kill Tony, isn't it a weird coincidence that if one of the bucket pulls reveals which side they lean politically, it's always right wing, despite Austin typically leaning more blue?
You're gay, you're bi, which means you're also a Democrat. It's all very exciting.
No, Trump 2024.
Oh, wow. Very
Goddamn
good.
right.
I voted for Trump.
Well, thank God you did. Here's a little joke book.
I voted for Trump. I have a reason.
You did vote for Trump?
Fuck yeah.
That is so interesting. I love it.
So Austin comedy is seen as right-wing rather than neutral, and even if that stereotype isn't true, it's still becoming a well-known stereotype. And what does that mean for comics thinking about moving there? Are you going to get left-leaning ones avoiding that city and just having mostly right-leaning ones? I think even Joe realizes the last thing you want is a comedy scene where everyone pretty much thinks the same, which is why he's likely now claiming he's not anti-woke.
We're not anti-woke. There's no anti-woke. There's like a shit ton of left-wing comics at the Mothership.
I'm guessing when he says we, he can't be talking about himself. He must mean the Mothership as a club. Guys, we at the Mothership are not anti-woke. I'm anti-woke and I own the place and everyone who works there and performs there worships me, but they don't have to be anti-woke. The second biggest reasons for comics to shit on Austin is the fact that it received too much hype. In Joe's eyes, in order for Austin and his new club to thrive, he had to convince as many comedians as possible to move there. And in order to do that, he had to constantly promote Austin, and in order to do that, he had to constantly shit on LA with the traffic, the excessive homeless population, the cost of living.
In Los Angeles, which is one of the most morally deprived, twisted, ideologically imprisoned places I've ever been to.
So this constant promotion of Austin while shitting on LA clearly convinced some but annoyed others. However, because back then Rogan was still more respected, everyone mostly kept quiet. If Daddy Rogan says your city is shit, then you gotta eat that. But now the hype is dying down and the image of the Austin comedy scene is slowly coming to fruition. People are calling it how they see it, which is that the whole exodus to Austin was, in hindsight, insane.
What's New York's take on Austin?
Oh, it's a punchline, for sure.
Really?
I like Austin. I like the Mothership's great. And
You have to say that.
Yeah, really. I know. Shane's down there. It's I like Brian Simpson. I like I like all the guys, but
The extreme move out there was ridiculous.
I would never move there.
I think the move out there was ridiculous.
I think
It's 100 people moving there to try to get one of 8 spots available at Mothership.
And they keep saying, "Hey, it's a boom, a comedy boom," but it's one club.
One club. And the Creek in the
Aren't
Cave.
there's
Creek in the Cave and Cap City. That's it. Everything else is a bar.
Yeah.
Recently, Andrew Santino had Joe DeRosa on his pod for him to promote his new special, and they almost immediately started talking about the current negative image of Austin. DeRosa moved out there during the lockdown in New York and hasn't looked back. Rogan's been giving him a lot of stage time, so naturally he's still very loyal to Rogan and Austin.
There's something about the place that I'm just not.
The place you mean Austin?
Yeah, the Mothership, Austin. That's all one.
You just mean so you're talking about just this whole concept of Austin comedy.
Yeah, Austin comedy. Let me just stamp this.
What's that?
There's a lot of people down there that I do love. I think my issue with it
Wait, COVID?
The Austin thing.
Okay.
No, the issue that I was trying to articulate, I don't know how to say it because
I could tell you were a little nervous. It sounded like you were shitting on it, and you weren't shitting.
No,
on
I'm not.
anything.
I don't care.
You were, but
no, I am shitting on it partially. I mean, partially, I think it's
Oh.
fucking clown fart bullshit.
But what's clown fart bullshit?
There's some of the fuckhead dickheads down there.
Well, there's dickheads everywhere, though.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. So I don't need to leave dickheads to go see more dickheads.
But there's dickheads everywhere you go.
I know, dude. I hate it.
My point is like, this is my point. You go, if you're going to live somewhere to partake in a scene and being near it is helpful, then you obviously got to go that clicks with you. And I love Austin for that. It really works for me. Yeah. And New York worked for me for a long time too.
And L.A.
I didn't care for.
Did not work for you.
No, I didn't care for
No.
it. But my point is any criticism you could have of the Austin scene, you could easily have of the New York and LA scene.
Of course you can. Yeah, no, that's true.
So my thing is like this media tornado around all of it, where every article that gets written talks about like the male gaze of Austin comedy and the manosphere and all this stuff. I'm just like, it's all bullshit. Like none of that's real. And then it makes even somebody like you, who's not really worried about any of that, right?
No, it's more.
It puts this haze over it before you even get there.
No, it's
or
only
something.
because because I think I can't find the right words. I'm not a smart enough person, but it's also because like Big Brother Joe is there, and when he left, Rogan was like trying to tell a lot of us to like be like, you got to get the fuck out of LA, and this became a narrative of like, fuck LA sucks, dude. Fuck LA, and all these people were like kind of ringing this thing. I mean, you may not have heard this, but that was like a constant.
No, I was one of the people saying it.
Yeah, it was annoying. It was annoying. It was annoying. It was just so many people being like, "Get out, get out, get out." But it's like, I'm not fucking getting out to stream down there. Just relax. Like, so I think that annoyed me. So then I was like, well, I'm not bringing my ball. I'm not going to come play with you guys because you fucking pissed me off. You got to go to this restaurant. This restaurant is the best. You don't think I'm the best. I'm like, I'm not going. I'm not going to eat the fucking food. Just relax. That's what it is.
Well,
this annoying, like, you gotta get out of LA, dude. What are you even doing there?
And there you have it, Joe's promo of Austin, which basically consisted of bashing LA as much as possible, has now backfired. There's obviously more to Austin comedy than Rogan and Kill Tony, but sadly that's what people think of when Austin comes to mind. Let me know what you guys think though. If you enjoyed this, hit the like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.